Welcome back, guys. This is the GSL. I'm Tasteless, and I got to say, it's so awesome to see that Jinro has made it through. We got another non-Korean going through. He played really well, and I got to say, it was pretty awesome.
It is.
Pretty cool.
I'm so happy for the guy. He's lovable, Tasteless.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Really knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Great interviewer. Better English than me because he's from Sweden.
Yeah, I know, where they speak like 4 languages.
I know, man. They're all geniuses and tall and handsome. And
That's right. It's
chiseled faces. It's like amazing. They're beautiful.
So that's really exciting. Do we know who he's facing next in the brackets?
Sure.
The brackets are so big, it's hard.
I know, man.
Keep them all in my head. But, so congratulations to Jinro and Team Liquid.
Absolutely.
Getting them that far.
Great team, man.
Yeah, I hope we
doing a good
get
job.
people all the way past the round of 16. What if we had a non-Korean in the finals?
That would be sick.
That would be sick.
Be really
Be
super
sick.
sick. Yeah. Let's hope it happens.
And I want to go back to a point that I've been making about, anybody can come down here and compete in the GSL, and we're going to go to our players. We want to make this point. Jinro has made such an improvement from Season 1. I'm quite impressed. All right. But I don't want to talk about that anymore because this is another interesting story. We have Moon.
He's a Warcraft 3 hero.
Warcraft 3 legend. They called him the 5th race. I guess we might have to start calling him the 4th race in this game because there's not 4 races, so we can't be that clever about it.
Just call him the Zelnaga.
The Zelnaga.
But actually, he plays Zerg. Well, I guess they were created by the Zelnaga.
That's right. They were created by the Zelnaga.
Well, Moon, he has played with both Terran and Zerg in Starcraft 2.
Right.
He has chosen Zerg. A lot of Warcraft 3 players agree that it's more Night Elf-esque. And, of course, with his mass expanding that we always saw in Warcraft 3, that is the race that's going to fit him.
Yeah, this was a guy back in Warcraft 3 when he'd get ahead, he'd just make trees of life everywhere. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
the guy is a legend. His accomplishment list is like so funny.
It's actually insane.
If you just wrote his accomplishment list down on a roll of toilet paper and tried to flush it, it would clog the toilet. That's how long it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Powerful metaphors here.
Yeah.
At the GSL.
I thought that was actually really good. I'm actually really impressed with that one. Try it.
Try it.
I tried it. That's what happened. All right. Anyways.
Wikipedia him and then look at his accomplishments, and there you go. Moon is known for having some of the best micro in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Often engaging battles he shouldn't even win and then winning. His opponent is
ButterflyEffect.
Terrible movie.
I like that movie,
though.
Tasteless.
That movie was so bad.
It was good. Be quiet.
That movie was bad. That
Tasteless.
movie with Ashton Kutcher, and it was bad.
You've been
B-A-D. B-A-D.
All right. Anyways, ButterflyEffect is quite a good player. Will Moon be able to crush him? We will see.
Yeah.
I'm really so excited to see Moon play finally because he's actually one of the players. There's 2 players way back before StarCraft 2 came out. I made a little video, and I'm like, listen, the 2 players that I see, aside from, of course, the top players like Flash and Jadon from StarCraft 1, the people I see doing well, Rhett and Moon. These guys are so talented. And Moon, he's got ridiculous APM. He's actually so good at StarCraft 1.
Yeah.
One of the best Warcraft 3 players of all time.
People don't actually know that about Moon, is that he was actually a very talented StarCraft 1 player.
He's great at StarCraft 1. The guy is just so uber talented. You watch his fingers and you're like, Nada, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
They came from the same team.
I think he's actually made more money than any other RTS player.
I believe it's actually... Well, I know he's top 2 earner with Slayer's Boxer. I'm not sure who's
but I mean for prize money.
Oh, prize money may very well be the case.
I believe in Warcraft 3, he is actually
definitely won it in Warcraft 3. I think StarCraft doesn't normally have as much prize money. It had bigger salaries in Korea.
Yeah, that was a difference. Warcraft 3,
As far as money earned from esports, I think Moon actually is probably the winner overall, but might be Boxer. And probably Fatality's sitting at home. He's like, no, it's me because I sell graphic cards. It's like, no, it's not, man. It's one of these RTS guys. Get out of here.
So, it's interesting to see Moon coming up here. He's kind of a household name if you are into esports at all. He played Night Elf in Warcraft 3. Then, Night Elf had a hard time against Orc. I'm dying here. Night Elf had a hard time against Orcs. We started seeing Grubby. A lot more games. Grubby, also a teammate of mine on EG. And I think, I'm really looking forward to seeing how Moon does in this. Lin already taken out of this tournament. He had a good game. Good showing.
Is a legendary player in Warcraft 3, but I think everyone kind of looks at Moon as the real, this guy is Mr. Legit.
let's bring up the maps on the screen.
Long time domination.
Shukras Plateau, Zelnaga Caverns, and Delta Quadrant.
Well, that Delta Quadrant map may be hard for our friend Moon, but, you know, Shakura's Plateau, that can really be a good map for Zerg at times, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Probably see double barracks play from Butterfly on that map. And then Zelnaga, well, I mean, do we even need to mention that map anymore? Really?
You guys know Zelnaga Caverns. It's just a good map, well-rounded. And finally, Delta Quadrant. This map can be very tough for Zerg.
That's right.
Very, very tough for Zerg. I don't think we're ever going to cast more ZVTs in our life, but what a great way to learn this matchup on both sides. The countdown started. Is Moon going to represent the Warcraft 3 scene well, or is ButterflyEffect going to prove that that was actually a good movie? We're going to find out in just a little bit. In the red, not a Night Elf this time, but a Zerg. They call him the 5th race from Warcraft 3. Moon.
Well,
now over here in the Terran, we have the name of a movie with Ashton Kutcher. ButterflyEffect.
We have a very fast SCV coming out. I think we may see proxy barracks. It's a possibility. Or we may... Oh, okay. He's going to block the 14 hatch. Going to make an engineering bay over there. That's what's happening. I was like, wait a minute. You haven't even started your
depot.
No, he's going to make an engineering bay, make Moon not go hatchery first. And since Moon is technically a Korean Zerg, he's going to want to go hatchery first.
I like you said technically a Korean Zerg.
Well, that's like the test if someone's going to hatchery first. Are they a Zerg? Yes. Are they technically Korean? Yes. They will hatchery first.
So, in case you guys are confused as to what's going on, he's making an engineering bay here, and that's going to block the hatchery from being planted right here.
That's right. It's got a lot of health. It's actually, he's going to have to make 4 Zerglings and get rid of it. It's going to take a while, though. And Moon finds out. Moon discovers what's going on.
So, being forced to go pull first, extractor first, aka the Artosis build.
I'm not gonna take that one, Tasteless.
It's okay, you can have it.
Let's call it the Tasteless build.
This is
doing the Tasteless build. But no, you know, he's got to get that speed out pretty quickly. If you don't have creep down at your expansion, you won't be able to have a queen down there.
Right.
You won't have the economy to go roach really, so you need to rely on speedlings. It's pretty safe.
Now, I did see him get gas very quickly here too.
Yeah.
Will he make a factory right when this barracks finishes?
I believe so.
Perhaps
Tasteless.
get Hellions?
I think that is definitely what he's going to do. That's the beauty of this build, because as I was saying, you force him into speedlings, suddenly Hellions become a lot better.
Builds like this, what the Terran's doing, it's kind of the Muay Thai clench. In the sense that if you guys ever watch, MMA or whatever, you get somebody in a Muay Thai clench. I just mangled those words.
Yeah.
Muay Thai clench. You got your arms wrapped around their head, and you can knee them. They have to stay there. They have to figure out a way to get out of it. And you basically they have to play by your rules. It's the same thing here. Zerg wants to expand, but now Terran takes control of the game. Zerg's going to have to deal with all the blows Terran's going to give him until he can eventually get out of this clench.
That's right. Or for those of you who are too nerdy to watch MMA, the Vulcan Death Grip.
The Vulcan Death Grip, yes. So now Moon gets his hatchery on the way. ButterflyEffect, by the way, on the way. Are we going to see a Hellion? Supply block, perhaps?
Huh. Interesting that he's actually not going Hellions.
He is. He's going to get one.
He's making one, yeah. But I'm surprised it's not going to be a Reactor Hellion. It's not going to be Blue Flame Hellions or anything like that. Instead, it's going to be a Banshee build.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's quite nice if you delay the hatchery that long. Without the creep, Hellions are so much better.
I saw Tillo do a build like this, where he basically it didn't involve the engineering bay, I believe, when I saw TLO do it, but basically getting the very quick gas, getting the Hellion out. Sometimes you make a reactor. He'd make a reactor with the barracks and switch them over. But yeah, you get this Hellion out here so quickly. Now watch, the hatchery finishes so late,
but speed will be done. Unfortunately, he isn't going to have the right number of Hellions. You need quite a few to battle the Speedlings, but when there's just one, it's like, whatever. You just right-click on that Hellion, it'll be gone. Scouting out that whole main base. Seeing an evolution chamber, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
See one so fast.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think he's going to get a quick upgrade, probably a quick carapace upgrade.
Could be interesting.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Moon's economy right now, he has so much gas. If he's not going for that, I'm really confused.
Well, this is a Banshee build too, though, so maybe he might make it a Spore Crawler.
Quite true. He is making the Spore Crawler, but look at his gas taste. This is up at 250.
It's crazy.
Normally, you transfer drones back and forth between gas and minerals to make your economy a little bit smoother, but he didn't do that. I would assume that you would want to get that plus carapace if you have all this extra gas right now.
Here comes the Banshee.
Not going to have Cloak. So still going to be able to harass here, but the Queen going to drive it off. Moon playing a very safe game so far. And I'd like to thank Moon personally for spreading creep in between his main and his natural. A lot of Korean Zergs don't like to do that. But when you're playing against Banshee, you kind of need to so your Queens can actually join up and move around quickly to defend. And back it up. Yeah, 3 barracks going up as well as a command center. So going to transition into something semi-normal here is the Butterfly Effect.
The Butterfly Effect is actually, that was the term based off of a butterfly flapping its wings somewhere.
That's right.
So if you step on a butterfly in the past, then...
yeah, it's like a Banshee kills a drone at 5 minutes, and at 25 minutes, Butterfly Effect rolls you over with Siege Tank Marine.
That's right. There you go.
That's the Butterfly Effect.
That was good.
Right
that was good, Artosis. Now, Terran, I'd have to say I do like the build thus far. Looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's going double reactor, double tech lab. Tech lab's going to enable him to get his upgrades for his Marines and Marauders. And Moon right now, he is getting that Spire.
Yep. You know, it's quite interesting to see July Zerg's usage of the Mutalisks in Star 2 yesterday.
Yeah.
And Moon, you know, he's got such impeccable micro.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see his mutas.
I can't imagine how good this guy's muta control is going to be.
And he does, in fact, go ahead and start that plus carapace. So that's good. And that is the one Banshee, man. The fear of the Banshee. 2 Spore Crawlers, really fast. And now killing Zerglings around the map. A single Banshee is so good. But when those mutas come out, it's going to be a little bit less so.
Terran's in pretty good shape economically. So that could all change quite quickly when the mutas come out.
Banshee just chasing away Zerglings. Moon being very quick to react, though.
Meanwhile, Moon expands over here, bottom left.
And
but the mutas are out.
Yeah, that's really good timing. You should expand just as your mutas are hatching in a standard game, which this pretty much is. And he's going to chase down that Banshee. Banshee isn't even going to see that there's a third base, but it is attack timing. Now
he doesn't see that expansion, by the way.
I am looking for a Baneling Nest tasteless, and Moon is just putting up a Baneling Nest, just putting up a Roach Warren. So this attack, it does have stim. This could be quite scary. A couple medevacs as well. Oh my, Tasteless, oh my. Oh. Moon might be getting hit by quite a strong timing here. He only has Speedlings with mutas. And why do you slow down there? You gotta just go. There we go. Nice little Zergling surround there at first. The muta's trying to help as well. But the DPS of those Marines just cleaning up. And Moon is in trouble, Tasteless.
This is pretty bad, Artosis.
Out comes his drones, his Queen. And it looks like a lot of mutas may go down. More and more units being rallied in by the Butterfly Effect.
I actually think this is GG.
He's getting ridiculously far ahead.
Am I actually mistaken here? I mean, this looks... I think this is, to be blunt, somewhat of a disappointing game here. I had higher expectations from Moon. Yeah, I mean, this guy basically just made units and attacked him and killed him. Moon didn't get a Baneling's Nest.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you don't have that quick Baneling's Nest, there's a lot of things Terran can do to you that you're not going to be happy with. Mutas alone do not beat basically anything. You know, you need banelings as well. Unfortunately, Moon did not have those, and now he is paying for it with that late banelings nest. And yeah, it looks like there's nothing that he's going to be able to do. The supply is over doubled at this point.
Unbelievable. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm kind of speechless right now. I thought we were going to see a better game here from Moon. I mean, Moon is barely still alive right now, but I can promise you, as a StarCraft player for almost 11 years now, this is not something you can recover from. So I don't know what to say, and I'm just totally shocked.
GG.
Wow.
Moon loses game 1 on the map
Unbelievable.
that he should have won. That is like the map you want to play in a Zerg vs. Terran. So he has lost Shakura's plateau.
This is... I feel like we need to talk about this. I think Moon is actually in shock as well.
Yeah.
He knows that is definitely a disappointing novice.
Well,
game
here's
we
the
just
thing.
saw there.
No, he is a very talented RTS player.
Yeah.
A Warcraft 3 legend. But there were some flaws in his play. As I mentioned earlier, first off, he got double Spore up, lickety-split against that Banshee Rush.
Yeah.
He knew it was one port because he had offensive gas, so you can't really afford 2-port and Cloak. He could have instead gotten some Queens, because that's very mineral-intensive going for Spore Crawlers. Now, also, he just kept mining gas, so he had even fewer minerals because he didn't transfer drones back and start mining gas in the timing that you need to get a layer. Instead, he had about 300 when he morphed it.
Do you feel like, because this is the way I feel like, when I look at that game, I feel like it was a little bit of the small little bits of economic, grasping the economics. I don't feel like he quite had that early on, the gas swapping. You steal his gas, so of course you don't need to be that freaked out by a Banshee Rush. You can't afford Cloak, because you don't really need Spores. Spores are basically there to detect. They're not that good at actually driving anything out. But man, what a disappointing game. You got to join in there. I got your back, Artosis.
Thanks. No, it was. You know
what I think actually it also is that whenever you and me say somebody's really, really good,
curse,
they lose and we look bad.
I'm just going to say
it's called
really,
the Clyde
really good.
effect. It's called the Clyde factor.
Yeah. I do want to say all those things piled up. His Baneling Nest was very late. There's kind of a timing that Zergs used to use to get the Baneling Nest. You get out your set of mutas, your first 7 mutas, then you make it. That's kind of an old timing that's gone away a little bit because Terrans are so aggressive against these openings. But if he had managed his economy more, he still could have done that and had it up in time. But he did not do that. He went for the Spores instead of extra Queens, and then just didn't switch his gas off to minerals. Everything was slower for Moon.
Even just having the extra Queens could have helped in that battle. It wouldn't have won it, but it's just like... And then not having the Baneling's Nest, which is just weird.
You need to get that Baneling's Nest. So
Zerglings
maybe it was
not
just
actually
some
scary.
He's not panicking or anything. He's Moon. He's cool as a cucumber at all times, man. Yeah. He is a heart of ice. So,
damn, I just can't believe that's just such a.
The ButterflyEffect. He's a good player.
No. I mean, I'm not taking any credit away. I mean, the ButterflyEffect is not supposed to be the jobber in this or anything like that. But I just didn't expect Moon to lose like that.
No.
That's actually it's a standard to push out of that time, but you're just supposed to force your opponent to make units and you back off. He was just like, oh, he doesn't have anything, you just killed him. So let's see if Moon can do better in game number 2. The map is Xel'Naga Caverns. So let's see if we can see a better game coming from this guy. Get ready. Moon versus ButterflyEffect. The game has started, so we're going to get this going in just a minute. Get ready.